Hey everyone, just want to give a quick recap for week 9 in our CC campus for cycle 1. We finished up our math tables this week. We went through the 15s, did try another hot potato type format. It was a little smoother than last week, but they did find it somewhat fun. But honestly, I'm ready to move on to the next segment of math, but continue to try to push them to get faster at saying their math facts. We did as part of grammar review yesterday. Get back to flashcards mainly because they wanted to. It wasn't initially part of my plan, but they seemed to like playing the around the world flashcard game. So um, I think that's good for them to just continually try to get faster at memorizing their math facts. New grammar was pretty much what it's been, what it always is. And we did some funny voices for science. Um, in geography, we called out the parts of for China. It was brought up in the tutor meeting that China was actually labeled as part of the map. Uh, like if you look at the tutorial on Connected, it provides China, but if you look at the proof in the back of your book, China is not one of the facts to memorize. It's just the other ones. It starts with Mongolia. So that was just something that was pointed out yesterday. So after new grammar, we had science, and we went to the science room for crayfish examination slash dissection. It was very interesting. We had a just kind of a variety of responses to the crayfish, from being grossed out to wanting to eat the crayfish. I was sincerely or legitimately concerned that one of my students may actually try to eat the crayfish. Um, and some wanted to actually, poke and prod, and they were definitely observing and checking out the parts, but they really wanted to just take the thing apart. Some of them, I did cut open mine using scissors, and we cut it across like the bottom side, the abdomen, so they could see what was inside of it. So there's definitely excitement, interest, and in my email, I'm going to send out another YouTube video I just watched. It's about 8 minutes long. It's a teenage guy, and it talks more about the crayfish, and he's in North Carolina. So some of the information we learned about yesterday, but some new stuff too. And it was also interesting because the guy actually shows us how strong the pincher is for the crayfish, and he lets it pinch his finger. So I think the kids may find that interesting. I'll send you the link for that. And then, of course, Tin Whistle, we continue with our learning of music theory and information. We learned the different notes, the whole note, half note, quarter note, and eighth note. So, and the symbols for those on the staff, which was a new term we introduced as well, the staff and the 5 lines. And we practiced Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, which some are I definitely see progression that students are practicing. We'll continue to work on that and try to get better for our performance at week 12. And if you have access to Connected, I did notice one thing I noticed is they have other songs as well that you can practice. So there's a couple hymns, like from week 7, I think it was Praise to the Lord Almighty, and there's another one for week 9. So if your students, if your kids are ready to try something else with the tin whistle, there's some songs that are introduced in there in the CC Connected in the overview. If you go to like the cycle week, starting with week 7, there's some additional songs they can try to play. So I think I'll probably try that with Jeremiah. Really seems to like playing, so we may practice that song this week. And that's my recap for week 9.